It has been a horror few weeks for Qantas.
If the flights don't exist, don't sell tickets.
How many flight credits is Qantas Group holding?
Now claims the value of Qantas frequent flyer points has plummeted. According to the Daily Telegraph, in 1996, a return first-class seat from Sydney to London cost 200,000 points. The same amount of points today, that'll get you a $1,200 coffee maker or a one-way economy seat to Beirut, but only if you chip in an extra $865 in taxes and charges. In a statement to the project, Qantas disputes the telly's figures, but says the number of points required for some seats was increased in 2019.
So last time Qantas made a change was 2019 to the program, but they have not made any changes since. In reality, what happens is, although they have not made any changes to the number of points to fly on the classic reward program, the number of seats they made available has dropped a lot.
The Qantas Frequent Flyer program was launched in 1987 with 50,000 members. Travel loyalty schemes then designed to reward business travellers.
When it comes to frequent flying, we go further.
But airlines soon realised they could make a lot more money selling those loyalty points to other companies like banks and supermarkets.
There are rewards to be gained by the journeys we take every day.
And it's big business.
These frequent flyer programs is a massive cash cow. Last time I looked, Qantas are making between $300 to $500 million a year.
Steve Huey is known as Australia's points whisperer.
In a way, Qantas has made a promise that if you collected the points, then you can use them to travel. And when it comes down to finding the seats, because there's so many people with points and not enough seats, it feels like they're being duped because they followed the promise, but now they can't find a seat.
Today, Qantas said, last year, 1 in every 11 passengers flew on a reward seat, and we currently have more than 5 million available to book.
What I've heard from consumers is that they find it very difficult to use their points because the system is quite complicated. Very often they tend to not use their points because of fear of doing the wrong thing.
So, is the scheme Qantas built to reward customer loyalty going to end up turning people away instead? There is a lot of confusion. I actually have this happening at the moment with a flight that we had booked to head overseas for later in the year. We had to change our dates. We got credit points back that when we changed our dates, we used to rebook. But then they said those credit points aren't worth enough to cover the flight anymore. So we had to actually pay more to get the same flight we had before.
But you'd already paid for the original flights.
Yes, with those points, they'd become a credit to use whenever you want. Oh, except they are now not worth as much. Like, that's part of the problem.
But how many hoops did you have to also jump through to get to even that?
Well, that was also part of it, was the wait it took to get it all sorted out.
Yeah.
They said, well, yeah, the cost has changed and so your points aren't worth as much anymore.
I'm just wondering how many people hang on for that time to jump through all of those hoops to sort it out, and how many people just go, it's just too hard.
That's it. It's an endurance test, really. Now, in a statement from Qantas on claims customers are having trouble booking flights with points, they say since borders reopened, they have increased the number of seats on their international networks that are able to be booked with those points by 50%.